Hello everybody and everybody else. My name is ScrypKat and this is ScrypKat Says. On this channel we take a look at First Amendment auditors, sovereign citizens, cop watchers, cop baiters, and Karens from a slightly different angle. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. I read every comment I receive and appreciate every one of them. You all have given me many great ideas. Keep your eye on the channel. You might see one of your suggestions come to life. Today we're going to look at a very chaotic personality disorder which can and does create drama wherever it manifests itself. I'm going to highlight two videos to demonstrate that, as well as provide you with Dr. Grande's take on the disorder. Buckle up, Buttercup.
Pull over, we'll talk.
This woman, for whatever reason, starts at 11 and just keeps going.
Alright.
At this point, I'm going to skip until he pulls her over again. Sir isn't even at her door yet and she's cussing and screaming and carrying on.
She is at the moment. Stop!
Why are you pulling me over? Leave me alone. I'm trying to go. I'm trying to go. Leave me alone. You killed my brother. I'm done.
I didn't kill anybody.
I'm done. Leave me alone. I'm breathing. My brother just
Put it in park.
No! Leave me alone. He wanna with me early this morning and I didn't do nothing. Get away from me.
Put it in park. Put it in park. You're fixing to have a whole lot of problems.
Okay, shoot me.
Put it in park.
Okay, shoot me. Kill me. Send me where my brother is at.
Put it in park.
Kill me in my job.
That ain't gonna happen. Put it in park. I'm trying to do my job. You're making it difficult. You're way out of control, okay?
Okay, let me go.
I'm Officer Bailey. Officer Bailey, Pearland Police Department.
Why you stop me?
For speeding in a school zone.
I was speeding. How many miles were I going?
48 and a 30.
Man, get the fuck.
Put the car in park.
No.
Put the car in.
Being in park, man, get the
Put the car in.
open my door. This is against my right.
Put the car in park.
No, they're opening my door.
Put the car in park.
Leave me alone. Homer, tell them to leave me alone. I'm gonna drive off. Put
the car in park.
He's grabbing on me. Oh,
You're fixing to put the car in park. You stop. Put the car in park.
Stop!
Put the car in park.
Stop! If they hit me, I'm a bitch. Leave me alone, Homer. Come get them.
Something tells me this is the crux of the matter.
No, you're not taking my
You're
bitch.
about to get tased. Put the
You're
car
not
in
taking
park.
me.
Put
My
it in park.
man's in here. What the f*** are you doing? Homer, tell them to stop. Man, Homer's gonna break my arm.
Unlock the car. Unlock the car.
No. Leave me alone. Break me. No.
You're about to get tased.
Y'all
Put the
just
car in
killed my
park.
brother. Y'all trying to kill me?
Yeah, nobody's trying to kill you.
Get out the car. He brought me
You're
over.
about to get tased.
No. Hey, move.
Take that seatbelt off. Take the seatbelt off.
No.
Take the seatbelt off.
I don't have to do I have a
Take the
right.
seatbelt
You
off.
just bust my window.
I did.
What's your name?
Take the seatbelt off.
No.
Listen to me, man.
Move.
Put the car in park.
No. You're just stressing my baby. I'm suing your fucking department. I barely passed the fucking light. I wasn't even
Listen,
part of
put the
fucking-
car in park.
No.
Put the car. Get out. Get out of the
I'm
car.
not getting out. You.
Get out of the car.
I'm not getting out the car.
You need to get out of the car.
No.
You're about to get tased. You need to take that
You're
seatbelt
gonna
off.
take me for sitting in my car with
Yes.
a seatbelt
You
on?
need it. You
No.
need it.
Call your deputy.
You're under arrest. You need to get out.
I'm not under arrest.
Under arrest. Under arrest. Listen. You're hey, don't reach in the back.
All of this and she's got a baby in the car.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car. tased again.
It's right there.
Get out of the car.
It's right there.
Get out of the car.
Over there tasing me.
Get out of the car.
Me over there tasing
Get out of the car.
From their wrist. No. Wait a minute.
Bust up that window, go. I don't have anything to bust this with.
Help me. Help me. Help me, please.
The cops kept letting her control the door locks on the car, but this guy had a heck of a time getting that window open.
That window don't want to break. Go! Get out! Get you out. Get out.
I'm doing it for pregnant. My son is in the car. Get my son, please. Come get my son.
Come on. Come on. Get out. Get out. Get out. Stop resisting. Stop resisting. You're going to get tased again. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get on the ground. Get down. Get down. Put your hands behind your back.
As many therapists will tell you, it's hard to distinguish histrionic personality disorder, HPD, from others in the cluster B personality disorders. Dr. Grande explains.
Hello, this is Dr. Grande. Today the question is, what is histrionic personality disorder? Now, histrionic personality disorder is characterized by excessive emotionality and attention-seeking behavior. And when we look at the symptom criteria, we see a number of elements related to this. So an individual with this disorder oftentimes wants to be the center of attention, and they feel uncomfortable if they're not the center of attention. We see sexually seductive behavior or provocative behavior that is out of context. So in occupational settings or social settings where we would not normally expect to see that behavior. We see rapidly shifting and shallow emotions. So what we see happening here with the rapidly shifting emotions is when other people are observing somebody who has this symptom of histrionic personality disorder, the individual who has the symptom appears to be inauthentic. They don't appear to be genuine because they have these really strong emotional reactions, but they change very quickly. We also see an effort to gain attention through physical appearance. And a lot of times this is expressed in apparel selection. So individuals with this disorder tend to select clothing and clothing combinations that really attract attention. The speech content and the speech pattern for somebody with histrionic personality disorder oftentimes is impressionistic and lacks detail. So somebody with this disorder, with this symptom, will have this style of speech, this highly impressionistic style of speech, but they won't be able to back up any claims they make or anything else they're saying with details. So it seems, again, without a lot of thought, it seems shallow. Consistent with the attention-seeking components of this disorder, somebody with histrionic personality disorder is oftentimes self-dramatizing, theatrical, and they have exaggerated emotional expressions. They're also easily influenced. So this speaks back to this idea of the rapidly shifting emotions. Also with somebody with this disorder, they have rapidly shifting opinions, and they can seem to adopt really strong convictions about an issue very quickly. So somebody may mention a strong feeling, that they have a conviction, a value, And somebody with this disorder may adopt that really quickly without really thinking it through. And again, it seems kind of inauthentic. It doesn't seem genuine that they could have developed such a strong conviction so quickly and with such little information. Another symptom criteria for histrionic personality disorder is that they believe relationships are more intimate than they really are. They move relationships down that road to intimacy in terms of how they believe the relationship is much more quickly than people are comfortable with or than is actually real. So they may meet somebody, may know them just for a few days, and consider them a best friend, a great friend, or even a strong romantic interest. When you take these symptom criteria together and you look at the different behaviors, it shouldn't be surprising that individuals with this disorder struggle with relationships and have typically a number of failed relationships. A lot of times when somebody with histrionic personality disorder seeks treatment, it's because of depressive symptoms from losing what they believed was a close relationship. Now, interestingly, with histrionic personality disorder, if we look at the other personality disorders, it is not associated with a lot of low-level functioning or a lot of problems with career. It does come with, of course, consequences. The relationships I mentioned and other social settings can become uncomfortable and strenuous for somebody with this disorder. But a lot of individuals with histrionic personality disorder do work and have relatively successful careers. We find that they tend to do a little better in careers that require a lot of creativity and imagination, and they don't tend to do as well in careers that demand a lot of logical thinking and analysis. Now, from going over the symptom criteria, it's clear that histrionic personality disorder shares a lot of symptom criteria or has similar symptom criteria with other personality disorders. And for this reason and other reasons, this disorder is difficult to differentiate, particularly from other personality disorders. On top of that, it's highly comorbid with 4 specific personality disorders, and those are the personality disorders, of course, that it's most easily confused with. Those would be borderline, dependent personality disorder, antisocial, and narcissistic personality disorders. So those 4 personality disorders are highly comorbid with histrionic personality disorder and, of course, share a lot of similar symptom criteria. In terms of mental health disorders that aren't personality disorders that are comorbid with histrionic personality disorder, we see depressive disorders, particularly major depressive disorder. That's highly comorbid with histrionic personality disorder. Also, somatic symptom disorder and conversion disorder are comorbid with histrionic personality disorder. So when we think about how to diagnose histrionic personality disorder and looking at the assessment and taking a thorough history and then looking at the different criteria and of course taking into account a lot of factors, we can see that it would be challenging to differentiate this disorder from the other personality disorders where there are a lot of similar features. If we look at borderline personality disorder and we think about how borderline personality disorder may be different, with borderline personality disorder, the area that is most striking that's different would be the anger, particularly the constant anger that we see with a lot of borderline personality disorder presentations. We wouldn't typically see that with histrionic personality disorder. Also, there's a self-destructive nature to borderline personality disorder that we don't typically see with histrionic. And the idealization devaluation cycle that we see with borderline personality disorder isn't expressed in the same way with histrionic. There's a tendency to idealize with histrionic, but there isn't the devaluation cycle piece the same way we see it with borderline. Now, with dependent personality disorder, this disorder I think is probably the easiest disorder to confuse with histrionic personality disorder. It's quite similar. But with dependent personality disorder, we don't see the exaggerated emotions the way we do with histrionic. Although, as I mentioned, these 2 personality disorders are fairly close together. With antisocial personality disorder, I think the area that becomes confusing is the manipulation piece. So we see with both antisocial and with histrionic personality disorders, there is a manipulation piece. With antisocial, the manipulation piece is for profit or for power or some sort of material gain. With histrionic personality disorder, that manipulation is there to make somebody the center of attention, to attract attention.
Alrighty, here we are back at the Board of Education building. Holy shit, we almost just witnessed an accident right there. Y'all saw that. So, I gotta go over here to get across the street. Okay, alright. Makes sense. So, George Arlotto sent me a letter in the mail saying that I'm not allowed on any Anne Arundel County Public Schools property, meaning like the schools and the Board of Ed. So I'm gonna do my nice little due diligence and stand out here on the corner with the sign like they told me that I was allowed to do.
I'm going to do my due diligence? What?
So you guys can see the sign. J. Doyle Batten sucks fat dicks.
Well now, isn't that mature?
You work here? Yeah. Is your husband Batten? Is your husband Batten? Is he John Doyle Batten or is he J. Doyle Batten? No. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, so I was here last week and they wanted to lie and say that I was rude and caused this huge disturbance just because I had a camera. So the superintendent sent me a letter saying I'm not allowed on the facility. So I'm going to sit out here on the public easement and voice my opinion. Thank you. Have a good one. Surprised the amount of thumbs up I'm getting as opposed to people shaking their heads. It's funny. I don't know if they know this man, but people are geeking out at it. Here they come. I'm gonna go put stuff over here on this side. Go on, I'm just going right here. Look at these motherfuckers just standing over here, bro. Look at them. Yeah, I see your punk asses. I see your bitch asses. What's up? What's up, pussies? Kick rocks. Yeah, I see you over there kicking the ground. Kick rocks, motherfucker. Kick rocks, you pussy. And there they go. There they come, and there they go. Man, that sucks, doesn't it, buddy? Ooh.
It's all about revenge with this guy. I know he's been in therapy before, probably well before he was thrown out of high school, which is why he frequently assaults the Board of Education in Annapolis. There is hope, sir. Open your mind and restart therapy. Find out why you're so angry. Maybe life has left a large bag of doggy-doo on your doorstep, but that's no reason to hate so much. Find peace within yourself and allow yourself to heal and thrive. Well, that's it for this Monday. Join me again Thursday, and we'll delve into the actions of Annapolis audit and try to figure out how he ticks. Remember, ScrypKat says, when given a choice, choose kindness. Bye for now.